palakas ng palakas ang panawagan to forthwith proceed with the trial. Ang latest ngayon na balita, yung mga faculty members ng University of the Philippines, nagpalabas na po ng kanilang panawagan. Nag-open letter na po sila. So tama po ito. Intensify po natin yung pressure sa Senado. Pag hindi tayo pinakinggan ng ating mga senador na inalal natin mga kababayan para magtrabaho at sumunod sa mandato ng ating konstitusyon, susugurin natin sila. Pangunahan po ninyo mga taga-UP, mga colleges and universities ang marcha with the Akbayan ni Risa Ontiveros at mamamayang liberal and allies ni Laila de Lima. Pangunahan po ninyo, we will support you all the way. Kung kailangan kalagkarin, itong si kabayang Senator, Senate President Chis Escudero, gagawin natin. Kasi kung ayaw niya sundin ang mandato ng batas, he has no business staying as a senator for a minute. Kalagkarin natin, tingnan natin kung anong magagawa nila. Ipadlak natin yung Senado. Ito si Bato, isurrender na natin. Si Bato, si Bongo, isurrender na natin sa ICC. We will request the ICC to expedite the release nung sinasabing warrant of arrest for crimes against humanity para hindi na po sila makapamirwisyo dito sa ating bansa, dito sa Pilipinas. Inadmit mismo mga kababayan ni Bato, nakikipag-collaborate daw siya. At hindi lang daw siya, mga kababayan, yung nag-draft ng resolution to dismiss the impeachment case laban kay Sara. May dalawa pa daw na senador. Imagine that mga kababayan. Sinasalaula nila ang mismong ating saligang batas, ang ating konstitusyon, no? Bato, senators collaborating on resolution to dismiss Duterte impeachment case. Yan, no? Publish ngayon pa lang by Newswatch Plus. Mismo na yung ating saligang batas, mga kababayan, ang winawalang hiya nila. Binabastos nila ang ating saligang batas. Time to act, mga kababayan, against these people. Yan po yung balita, oh. Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa is leading efforts to have the impeachment case against Vice President Sara Duterte dismissed, citing a lack of time for trial under the 19th Congress. Sa interview ngayong araw na to ng media, De La Rosa confirmed that the draft resolution seeking the de facto dismissal of the impeachment case originated from his office. Galing yon sa office ko, sabi ni si Bato de la Rosa. De La Rosa said he is working with fellow senators who have expressed interest in contributing to the draft resolution. He refused to specify how many have thrown their support behind the resolution but said at least 2 other senators have prepared drafts with a similar intent. This may be consolidated for formal filing possibly by Monday. Talagang napaka mga walang hiya, mga kababayan. Ididiretso nila. Sa Monday daw, ipa-file nila. Subukan nilang i-file sa Monday. Mananawagan tayo sa ating mga mamamayang Filipino. Umanda po tayo sa paglusob sa Senado. We call on Risa Ontiveros, Laila de Lima, and members of the prosecution panel. Huwag nating hayaang salaulain itong mga senador na to, mga kababayan. Ang ating saligang batas. We have to act. Ako, mga kababayan, pag nag-rally sa Metro Manila, mag-people power, luluwas ako ng Maynila para magsalita sa tribuna. And it will be, I think, the first time na gagawin natin ito in my career. Hindi ko pa yan ginawa, mga kababayan. In my 40 years career sa mainstream media, hindi pa ako sumali sa mga rallies at magsalita sa tribuna. Pero ngayon, para sa bayan, gagawin natin ito. This will be a great sacrifice and risk na ating gagawin. Kung hindi natin ito gagawin ngayon, sabi nga, kailan pa? Kung uli na po ang lahat. Kung hindi tayo, sino ang maninindigan, mga kababayan, para sa tama? So tayo, mga kababayan, na lumalaban para sa tama, magkaisa tayo para pigilin ang masamang plano nitong mga senador na walang pagrespeto sa ating saligang batas. Yan sabi ni Bato, una sa akin, sabi ni De La Rosa, his admission came after members of the media noticed the name of one of his staff members on the document circulating in the Senate. Yan po, ang Project Acquittal. Protect Sara. Mga kababayan, the author of the said reso draft, none other than his own staffer, Joan Narvaez, written this Monday at 12:18 p.m. In the draft did not just materialize once, it underwent 2 revisions. Sabi sa post, mga kababayan, ni TPL3, this was not an offhand memo. This was premeditated legal maneuvering designed to short-circuit the constitutional process and pre-acquit Sara Duterte without even letting the trial begin. So sabi niya, I believe that this was not a draft. It was a blueprint for sabotage, masquerading as paperwork. Kami kasi move to see if anyone would raise hell because if no one did, they were ready to pass it off as legitimate Senate sentiment. Yes, it was calculated, coordinated, and deeply cynical. A shameless attempt to render the Senate not a court of impeachment but a crime scene for democratic backstabbing. Tama po itong komentary ni TPL3. Sakto na description sa mga ginagawa ng ating mga senador. Lalo na po si Bato at kanyang mga kasabwat. Kasama na siguro si Chis Escudero. Kaya nagpapasalamat tayo. Parami ng parami mga kababayan ang naninindigan in this time yung mga faculty members ng UP. Nag-release sila ng kanilang open letter. Ito po siya. Faculty members of UP College of Law in an open letter urged the Senate to forthwith proceed with the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte. They also expressed concern on moves to preemptively dismiss the impeachment case versus Duterte. Gustong isindikato mga kababayan, nagdati ng mga sindikato, pati yung impeachment, sinisindikato nila, nagsasabuatan. So may titulo siya na to forthwith proceed. An open letter in urgent call to the Senate of the Philippines to commence the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte by individual members of the University of the Philippines College of Law, June 5, 2025. We, the undersigned individual members of the faculty of the University of the Philippines College of Law, express our grave concern with proposals to declare an impeachment case against Vice President Sara Duterte as functionally or de facto dismissed. The grounds for dismissal being circulated in the draft resolutions reported by the media. The violation of Vice President Duterte's rights to speedy disposition of cases in the non-continuing character of the Senate are unsupported by factual development and a proper reading of the Constitution. A premature dismissal will undermine the core democratic principle of checks and balances. In contrast, proceeding with the impeachment trial will uphold the Senate's constitutional mandate on public trust and accountability. Malinaw po, mga kababayan. Very correct ang posisyon na to ng mga taga-UP College of Law. On speedy disposition of cases, the Senate's 4-month inaction on the articles of impeachment transmitted to it on February 5 has been cited as a violation of Vice President Duterte's rights to speedy disposition of her case. Indeed, the Constitution guarantees this before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. Like any citizen, Vice President Duterte is entitled to this right. However, her right to speedy disposition has not been violated. An impeachment trial as a sui generis constitutional procedure is not a case before a judicial, quasi, or administrative body. The trial of impeachment cases is a proceeding in the Senate, which in this context does not even sit as an ordinary legislative body, but as a constitutional office of accountability. On the text of the Constitution alone, the right to speedy disposition would not apply. Even if it did apply, Vice President Duterte was not prejudiced by these delays. Neither has she sought a dismissal from the Senate or the commencement of her trial since the articles of impeachment were transmitted. Wala mang ganun na final. Si Sara Duterte mismo, yung kanyang mga abogado, ang gusto na mag-file, senador mismo, a senator who will be sitting as a senator judge. Kaya nga po yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Bias na itong dati si Bato, si Marcoleta, si Amy Marcos, si Bongo, si Robin Padilla. Naglabas na sila ng kanilang mga damdamin ng kanilang posisyon. They are for dismissal. They are for acquittal. Ni Sara Duterte without first hearing the case in an impeachment trial. So kailangan siguro mga magagaling na abogado, somebody, sabi ko nga sa prosecution nila siguro ang tama nito, somebody from the prosecution panel should file petition before the Senate Impeachment Court asking this senator, judges, to inhibit. Hindi dapat sila mag-participate kasi mga bias na sila. Ito nga ginagawa ngayon ni Bato de la Rosa. Napakalinaw. Gusto niyang isalba without trial si Sara Duterte, which is a violation of the Constitution, mga kababayan. Constitutional mandate nila, sabi mismo ng mga constitutionalist. Mamaya babasahin ko sa inyo yung mga sinabi nila. In fact, she filed a petition before the Supreme Court in sought an injunction against the trial. Applying the court's established test, the Vice President's right to speedy disposition was not violated by the deferral of the trial's commencement. We know that notwithstanding the Constitution's plain mandate for the Senate to forthwith proceed with its most special constitutional function, it did not begin trial when it returned from recess on June 2, 2025. Respectfully, a dismissal at this point would be deemed by the Filipino people as effectively engineered by the Senate's own delay and an abdication of its constitutional role in impeachment. On the continuing character of the Senate, views that support a preemptive dismissal cite Supreme Court pronouncement that the Senate is not a continuing body and the Chamber's rules. The place of impeachment in our constitutional system requires that these sources be read in their proper context. As to the Senate not being a continuing body, proponent cites Neri versus Senate and Balag versus Senate. These cases are not applicable to the impeachment as they both concern legislative investigations. Moreover, while Rule 44, Section 123 of the Senate provides that all pending matters and proceedings shall terminate upon the expiration of one Congress. Congressional practice has contemplated in Article 6 of the Constitution. But impeachment is not an ordinary legislative and non-legislative business. It is a distinct and singularly important constitutional duty. It is provided in a separate article of the Constitution, Article 11. It is also addressed to the Senate specifically, not to Congress generally. In contrast to the hundreds of bills, resolution, and investigations that the Senate deals with, the trial of an impeachment rests on a higher plane. Kabayan Chis Escudero, may panahon ka nga sa pag-attend ng fashion show ng asawa mong si Hart. Wala kang panahon sa trabaho na minamandato ng konstitusyon. Anong klase kang senador? May panahon ka para magpakapal ng inyong kilay. Wala kang panahon. Nagbakasyon kayo ng 4 months na sumusweldo from the taxes of the Filipino people. Wala kang panahon sa impeachment trial. Kung wala kang panahon sa impeachment trial, lumayas na kayo. Lahat kayong mga senador na ayaw mag-perform ng kanilang constitutional duty, mag-resign kayo lahat. Nakakahiya kayo? Makasupog ka? Anong klase kayong mga senador? Palis kayo dyan. May magti-take over dyan sa trabaho ninyo. Magagaling na mga constitutionalist, magagaling na mga abogado. Binawalang hiya na ninyo. Mismo yung ating saligang batas. Anong rason na mag-stay pa kayo dyan sa Senado? Mismong yung Senado, the last bastion of democracy, sinalaula na ninyo? Ilang mga senador ang daldal ng daldal tungkol sa impeachment, displaying your biases. Grabe kayo. So, hindi rason yung mga pinasa ninyong batas kasi mas importante ng impeachment. Sabi mismo ng mga batikang abogado ng UP, it rests on a higher plane. Napakalinaw yung sinabi sa yung sinabi sa konstitusyon. Kung hindi ninyo irerespeto yung konstitusyon, walang rason for you to stay in the Senate bilang mga mambabatas. Kung mismong saligang batas, binaviolate ninyo, anong karapatan ninyo? Anong moral ascendancy ninyo to stay any longer bilang mga senador? Yan ang tanong natin kay Escudero. So sabi ng ating mga faculty members ng College of Law ng UP, the special character of the Senate when it tries an impeachment is confirmed by its own precedents. The terms impeachment court, senator judges, and political neutrality do not appear in the Constitution. Yet, in both Estrada and Corona impeachment trials, the Senate has adopted these terms and even commissioned robes, recognizing a special constitutional role that transcends its day-to-day workings as a chamber of Congress. Even in Anglo-American practice, impeachment is not discontinued by the dissolution of the parliament, but may be resumed by the new parliament. The reason for this is that when the Senate acts to try impeachment, it fulfills a non-legislative role and survive its complete dissolution. In any event, the question whether trial should continue after the Senate adjourns sine die should not be preempted by the 19th Congress, but should be left to the 20th Congress. For the Senate to decide for the 20th Congress would be undemocratic, contrary to the very rational underlying the non-continuing body argument on impeachment and accountability. Post-1987, impeachments have been the venue for the most important national conversations on good governance and the standard we, the sovereign Filipino people, impose on our highest officials. Its character as an accountability mechanism is not simply suggested by its placement under Article 11 of the Constitution. The accountability of public officers, it is confirmed by constitutional and political history. In the Estrada impeachment, the non-opening of the second envelope was premised on an evidentiary objection regarding relevance and materiality. For the people, it was suppression of the truth that ended in the removal of a president. In the Corona impeachment, the Chief Justice delivered an emphatic statement defending himself. The tide turned when he abruptly walked out of the impeachment trial before the Senate could ask him questions. While every initiation of impeachment is understandably controversial, if not divisive, the people eventually congregate around the impeachment court to find the truth, the whole truth, in nothing but the truth about serious disqualifying allegations against its highest public servants. Kaya tatandaan po ninyo, Bato de la Rosa, Chis Escudero, lulusob dyan sa Senado para kayo ang tanggalin. Lahat kayong mga senador na nangwawalang hiya sa ating saligang batas. Ayaw ninyo ng santong dasalan. Gagamit ang taong bayan with supreme over you ng puwersa. Tulad ng nangyaring people power. Tumakas na lang si Erap Estrada, ginamit ang Ilog Pasig para hindi siya magulpi. Tatandaan mo yan, Senator, Senate President Chis Escudero, Bato de la Rosa, milyon na yung nag-congregate yan. Tumakbo na kayo kung saan ninyo gustong tumakbo. Kasi pag nahawakan kayo ng ating mga mamamayang Filipino, sabi nga po, dila nyo lang ang walang latay. Kayo, noong previous administration, EJK, si Sara Duterte nagbanta. Kumuha na daw ng assassin. Imagine that. Apatayin mismong presidente. Si Lisa Marcos pati si Martin Romualdez. Gusto ninyong palampasin? Kung ayaw ninyo, papanagutin si Sara Duterte. Kaming mga mamamayang Filipino ang magpapanagot sa inyo. Tandaan ninyo yan. Naubos na po ang takot ng ating mga mamamayan. Tandaan ninyo yan. Sa sobrang pananakot ninyo, naubos na po ang takot ng mga tao ngayon. Ipaglalaban hanggang kamatayan ang pag-defend sa ating konstitusyon na sinasalaula ninyo. Tandaan ninyo yan, Chis Escudero. Pag ganon ang ginawa ninyo, mga senador, ilalagay namin sa aming kamay ang batas. Through people power. Anyway, nung mag-people power to, tinanggal si Erap Estrada, sabi ng as explained by attorney constitutionalist Rene Sarmiento, in-uphold ng Supreme Court. Sinabi ng Supreme Court, tama. So tama ang aming gagawin. Pag sumugod kami dyan, naladkad kayo, tama ang aming gagawin because it is the people, sovereign will of the people. Then democracy, mga kababayan. All powers emanate from the people. You know that? Huwag ninyong sasagarin ng pasensya. Chis Escudero, Bato de la Rosa, at mga kasapakat ni Sara Duterte dyan sa Senado. Huwag ninyong sasagarin ang pasensya ng ating mga mamamayan. Pagsisisihan ninyo. Pag umalsa ang ating mga mamamayang Pilipino. Malapit na.